What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about rage selling Mike Evans effective immediately. Now, I want to go over a few things so that you guys understand. Pretty much the primary focus is to moss your opponent uncontrollably, and Mike Evans did a lot for us. I'm not going to say that he did not. The biggest issue about it is, wait a minute, he's a 4 times go deep. We're going to probably have to make up another go deep. Hold on. Okay, this guy has 3. But we could actually upgrade him to ×4. Pretty much what's going to have to happen right now, we need to just get rid of him because we need to get whatever he's valued at right now because of the launch of the golden tickets coming soon. We have to make use of everything that we have in our lineup and in our binder as the, the auction house. It gets really, really wild, and a lot of the values of the things that we have, they decrease very, very quickly. And what I'm noticing is we're gonna, they have like, I think a Julio Jones coming or whatever. So a lot of these cards are gonna lose value at those same positions. They have a cornerback that's gonna be Mike Evans. And just so you guys know, if you keep Mike Evans, it won't affect the fact that he has one guy on the other side of the ball that's playing corner. Okay, for instance, if I have Mike Evans and I keep him here, it doesn't matter if I get the cornerback golden ticket version that you guys are telling me have been announced. You can have both of them play on the same team. You just can't have 2 of the same card on the same side of the ball. So just that, just so that we're clear with that, that's not what we're actively doing here. We're just actually making a business decision to kind of rage sell him now because Randy Moss is back and in full-fledged edition. Now, Jerry Rice, right? He's a guy that we're putting there, just for now. It's not like it's a big deal for us because, we're not going to use Jerry Rice, but he has 49er chem. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter about that. Go deep is still 30 of 30. Power run is good. Pass rush is good. Lockdown is good. And 49er chem, we need 1 more to get to 30 of 30. Now, what happens at 30 of 30? Oh, we get strength. Interesting. All right, so who's this? Okay, we got a bum there. Okay, do we have another... Do they have a right tackle that's a bum 49er, or like what are we doing right now? I just want to see what happens because I think we have all the additional chems of the players, but I'm not sure as far as that goes. So before we actually get to rage selling him, or maybe we could put somebody in defensively. I think we already have everything made out already there, but we could go find something. I want to see what happens with that strength with all the 49ers. Does it boost all my guys crazy? Because with the strength aspect of it, nothing will happen to him because he's already chem to a 99, but that's not what we're trying to figure out. I really want to see, okay, he's ×3. The other guy, I have, this guy is ×2, okay, and this guy is ×3. All right, so Sean Taylor, yeah, you're going to stay where you are. You're good, you're good. Okay, that's a 49er. Oh, the left outside linebacker. Don't they have, or is it a middle linebacker, 49er? All right, we shouldn't have an issue getting one. But I'm just trying to see what's actually actively in my thing right now. Maybe put the Richard, no. I was going to say put the Richard Sherman. I think we have a Richard Sherman power up, right? I think we do. We won't utilize it because the dude's garbage and his speed is low. Did we get one? I thought we might have. We could always also put in, okay, there he goes. We could put this guy in right now, but if he ends up going in on kickoffs, that's going to really hurt us. Wait a minute, where's Ronnie Lott's over there. We put him here temporarily, yeah, because we got rid of, who do we get rid of? Somebody got rage sold. I just don't, Denzel Ward. And then we had to move people around, and then Merton Hanks is actually starting there. All right, so look, let's upgrade Sherman enough just to give him what we need to give him as far as that, the team chemistry slot. And then we'll throw that on him real quick. Why does he have... Oh, okay, we're good. All right, so now it's 30 of 30, so they have the strength. All right, +2 strength. We'll leave that there for now as a backup. But if he is on special teams, that kind of affects what we're doing because we have a crazy special team situation. Like Night Train is on special teams, Jadeveon Clowney's on special teams, and Taylor Mays is there. I don't want this guy out there like doing maximum soft hits. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just going to really cause us problems. And I don't want to deal with that, to be completely honest. So we're going to have to probably look to fix that very, very soon. All right, so that's fine. So we add strength to everybody that has 49er chem. Okay, this guy's still a 98. This guy's still a 97. So it didn't really do anything. So adding that to, let me just take him out the game, bro. I'm going to take him out the game because low key, he might mess up what we're doing and then somehow end up getting into the game. So because I see, or maybe just, no, we'll leave him. We'll leave him for now. All right, so now everything else is set. I just had to go through that to make sure everybody knows what's happening. All right, so Jerry Rice is back there. Everything is still the way it's supposed to be, but we have 30 of 35. Maybe, and then now that I think about it, does it really matter if we get the additional +1 speed? What are the 40? Well, maybe for George Kittle. Maybe for George Kittle it might matter. You know, make him a little bit faster, but he should probably be getting another card soon. All right, so look, let's jump out of that. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up what we were just talking about. So look, Mike Evans actually was very, very useful to us because it taught us the benefits of height and how to user catch on dudes in quadruple coverage and do whatever we want. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of this. Why did I just press square? Thinking that I'm on the other screen to go right to him. You're going to need, in any case, you're going to need Streak Specialist, Post Flag, Elite. That's like mandatory. Anything else you want to put on them, that's like your own, you know, situation. But those actual abilities help them to be able to catch the ball more OP with those specific routes. So Streak, Post Flag, those are necessary. Let me just point out, if your players do not have those abilities, they will not catch the ball. That is by design for you to be able to have to use your abilities and X factors on those players. And it actually makes sense because now you lose to, you know, trying to put it on somebody else. So can your player do things? Yeah, but he can't really do it as well as he's supposed to. So those things are necessary. And get used to the fact that what you're going to need to do, you're going to have to make sure, number one, that the players that you're doing this stuff with, it makes sense for you. Because you see the amount of training I spent, but he lasted for a while. A lot of you guys didn't even really think he was going to last this long. And he lasted a lot longer than a lot of you guys thought, which is kind of good for me because I go into the locker room just like Winnie the Pooh, looking to just rage sell dudes. And he survived for a very, very long time. So that's a really, really good look for all of us. And it kind of worked out. But now we have, like I said, we have to prepare for the golden tickets that are going to be getting dropped. And I need all of us to know that's why I kept Randy Moss and I didn't rage sell Moss. It's sort of like this, right? Even though Randy Moss we went through a time where it was like the dude was garbage, it's still Randy Moss. And no matter what happens in Madden, ever since Randy Moss came into the game, he's always been on my team. He will always continue to be on my team. I don't care what they do to him, how useless they make him. It's just something about him. You know what I'm saying? So with that, the way that it is, that's why he's there. That's why I kept him as a backup and just let him do whatever he wanted, because for me, it made the most sense to do that. You know, to just have him there and doing whatever he wants. Now, he's going for 225. All right, we could try to get rid of him for like, I guess 215. 215 might work out for us real quick. We'll go ahead and drop that. 214. It'll go up to like 215. And like I said, remember, we got him for like 360. So we've already taken a loss. Just so you guys know, like, it's not like we've, you know, made out or whatever. But again, with what he was able to do for us, it benefited us during that time. But Randy Moss having a 99 speed and being able to, like, I had to do a couple adjustments, but now I'm able to get the same animations. But again, having the slower guy, that helped a lot to be able to kind of understand what was going on and, you know, the whole user catching aspect of the game. So, you know, he served his purpose. We're pretty much out with him now. The rest of the team is looking pretty well, and we have to, like I said, get geared up for what's going to be coming soon. Now, as far as golden ticket prices, I'm just going to keep reminding you guys, because I know my veterans already know this. Bear with me, guys. The 99 overall power-up pass that we just got from level 99, all of you guys that have been grinding, you cannot use it for a golden ticket. A golden ticket is its own card. All right, so I know a lot of you guys have that, and some of you guys were still asking about it, like, yo, I can't wait until they drop the golden tickets. I got a 99 overall power pass. No. All right, it doesn't work that way. You cannot do that. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to remind you guys as many times as possible, just so that we don't have a lot of issues with it. But don't get that stuck in your mind that you're gonna be able to do that just because we know that the golden tickets are going to be releasing soon, and they're going to more than likely be 99 overall. Just please don't get to that point. Now, to get back to why Randy Moss is that dude, we're going to take a look at his card, just kind of understand briefly what's going on with him. Now, yes, he's camped to a 99 speed, because that's what a lot of you guys are asking about. You know, Gmia, you told me about the blue, the blue chems, they don't really work. Well, I keep telling you, it's not that all of them don't work. The speed factor of the game is relative to what's going on in the game. All of us has been in a situation where a D tackle that's -3 speed has chased down a faster player. So when I rage about that, it's just certain times in the game when it actually happens where the speed is just of no, like it has no relevance. The dude just doesn't move like he's supposed to. But he is visibly faster than Mike Evans. So what does that mean? When dudes come out running cover 2, you have more options because you can beat them to the outside faster with the faster receivers. Mike Evans is more of a possession guy, so he's not really able to do those things. Even with Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson can burn everybody deep. But again, it depends on how you're throwing it, when you throw it, and things like that. If you just, want to go out there and, throw short passes mid, you want to run out routes, you want to just run basic post, flags, stuff like that, Mike Evans is a great wide receiver in the game. But Randy Moss is all-purpose. So because of everything else that he had, I had to work with a bigger receiver to kind of get the gist of what's going on. Now that I understand it, I can maneuver better with Randy Moss at this time. So that's why he's actively getting rage sold. Now, many of you guys kept Randy Moss like I asked you guys to do because I told you I didn't want you to rage sell him because I didn't know where we were going with it. And we have to make sure that it makes the most sense. So with that being said, let's go take a look at what his abilities are so that you guys will get more insight into that. So pretty much you're going to use Moss 100. Again, for the most part, you will get that about 98% of the time. Sometimes the game will glitch out and you'll get picked off in one-on-one coverage. It is what it is. But it's very, very beneficial, especially in house rules where people want to rage quit. This definitely works out very, very well for you. It makes it so that the guy is usually going to catch the ball no matter how many people are on him, and it's a beautiful thing. As always, streak specialist. You need that, all right? Outside apprentice. Why? Because we run a lot of outside routes now. We're not running a lot of the other things that we used to. So because we run a lot of outside routes, it makes it better for us to utilize the outside apprentice. Post flag elite, better route running and catching on post and corner routes. So if you're running corners, you're running posts, it's more likely that they're going to catch the ball and come down with it than it would, if you didn't have it on it. So you want to make sure that these things are in place. You need, again, I'm going to repeat it again to you guys. You need these abilities to make sure that these players catch the ball. It's something that you have to do. I know it's like, yo, bro, but the guy is good. The card is good. Yeah, I understand all that. It makes me rage too. Because look, put it like this. If abilities weren't in this game, it would be a wild, savage game if these guys were all able to do this, including the tight end with Matchup Nightmare. It would be wild because now it'll be more user-based. It will be more skill-based. Because remember, put it like this. If you gave everybody the ability to do that without getting abilities, this game would be more like Madden 15 than it is right now in 20. Because that's pretty much what it was. If you had a big receiver that had decent catching, you could do whatever you want, even if the guy couldn't catch. But if he couldn't catch and he had a low catch rating, it would be higher chance for the the defender to pick you off or for them to knock the ball out. So that's pretty much what it is. They're giving you the same game, but you got to get abilities now to do it. And it kind of makes sense because, like I said, if everybody is able to do it, it makes the game a little bit more competitive. I don't think EA Sports really wants that. You know what I'm saying? So that could be one of the major issues that are going on right now that you really have to watch to kind of see, what the deal is with it and, pretty much go from there. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on. That's what I believe is happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if we keep giving these guys all these players that do all this stuff, there's no advantage on, for another player to, go get another card. Now with the way that this is, we have to kind of game plan against each other and figure out, all right, this guy got post flag elite. I need to go get a lockdown dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes the game a lot more interesting. And to be honest, I understand what they're doing. It's just like I said, certain things within the game, it makes it kind of difficult to deal with it. Like dudes are throwing the ball through your body. It's a lot of weird stuff that goes on, but I understand now more than ever. And then this is why I think that abilities are not going anywhere. I think that they just might tune it a little bit to make it so that the actual cards, it may be harder to get the ability. Because right now, with the way Randy Moss is, once they release his next card, he's going to be unstoppable in most cases when you just throw the ball up in the air with these abilities, unless your corners and your safeties have certain abilities to stop it. And that's what Madden 20 is. So, pretty much, Mike Evans had to go. It is what it is. Now, we're going to go back and check out a few things. as far as defensively, I'm going to touch base on this. This is like a bonus for some of you guys that watch my streams, and you guys are always there no matter when I go live. Trust me, guys, I really appreciate all of you guys that are there no matter what. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Night Train, right? This is what's going on with Night Train lane right now. We have Enforcer, we have Lurker, and we have Universal Coverage. This, we're going to take off. Because universal coverage right now doesn't make any sense to have it, because I don't let him play corner anymore. The dude is my user, right? And even if he's not my user, it doesn't matter. You know, we're not going to waste time with that because I'm only running pretty much one defense. Acrobat, I'm going to recommend that you guys use this, and I'm going to tell you why. Since I haven't been using Acrobat, I have been dropping picks that are right in front of me that I can't reach out for. This is another thing. Remember, all of these things used to just be equipped with the players. Now you have to pay for it and you have to equip it. And that's the only way that it works. So I'm going to recommend that your safeties, the people that you have out there that are playing the safety position, that you go ahead and give these guys those abilities, because I believe that it is a lot more important to have these specific abilities than not. All right, so we're going to take off Pick Artist, and we're going to refund that ability, and we're going to give him Acrobat. Because obviously Lurker is a necessity. If you don't have Lurker, you're not picking anything off. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick your nose without Lurker. All right, where's Acrobat? All right, there it goes. So you need to make sure that that's there. And then also, I know that Pat Tillman has the Selfless and that it seems okay to have him out there doing whatever, but we got to be honest about it. He only has a 97 speed unless you have an Arizona Cardinals theme team, so it's not really working out. So we actually have to get refunds on his abilities as well to kind of clear that up really quickly. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll take that off. We're going to take everything else off. And, you know, pretty much we're going to proceed to continue to play the way that we have it set up right now and go forward. That's all we can really do right now, and take everything back, you know, off right now. Because like I said, I wanted to test out Night Train being a user, and he's actually really, really good. So it works out for us. And that's pretty much it. You know, Mike Evans is gone. I think one of his cards sold. I don't know if the other one sold yet, but, you know, probably eventually it will. It's time for us to move on and get prepared for what's coming very, very soon with the golden tickets. And let's start looking at those cards and trying to figure out, you know, what our next move is with that. And as we go forward, I'll keep you guys up to date in what moves we should be making. You should have already watched the video about part 2 of the free agency program. If you haven't, Byron Jones and Tom Brady are going to be the masters. Neither of those cards are going to be necessary for most of our team. So we're just going to go ahead and see what coins we can make throughout that time and just keep it moving. And that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have an unbelievable day. Stay safe. Until next time. One love.